Here's my Jag. I think I've owned it maybe a year or so. I haven't even registered it for the road. I never ended up using it. We put a lot of work into it. It didn't really need anything except for brakes. It needed brakes. It always ran good. It had just been sitting for a while, so we went through everything, had my mechanic do it. I always wanted one of these. That's why I bought it, especially this color combination, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. It does have a few things wrong with it. Not much. I mean, it runs really good. But let me go over the 3 things that are wrong with it that I know of to right off the bat, because then you don't have to watch the rest of this video if it's things that you don't like. Number 1 is, like I said, it runs fantastic, but it has old gas in it. It has been sitting. It was sitting before I got it. It's that why I've owned it, and I've driven it around. We'll do a little drive video. I'll drive it and show you. It runs great at 85% throttle. Sometimes when you go to 100% throttle, the old gas will chug a little bit. And I think that'll go away. I did fill it with good gas. I put 100 octane in it, some 91 octane in it, and I put some seafoam in it. So that just needs to be ran through, which I haven't done. And I believe you'll be good to go. Number 2 is the paint. Here in Las Vegas, the gentleman who owned it before me, he'd left it outside, and I've had it outside too here. And the clear is coming off of it in the back. Actually, only on the trunk the clear is coming off it, nowhere else, which I'll show you. And also, I don't know, he supposedly he had a cat, and there are little scratches all in this. I don't know if you can see where the scratches are, and then my buddy actually polished some of them out along the front, and they came out. But probably not every scratch is going to come out. But a good polish will do wonders as far as getting it out, and I think it was a cat. If you see some white things, that's just, the car's not actually that clean. I don't even know what this white stuff is, and it rained here, so it's a little dirty, and I'm not the best detailer. But the paint, and let me show you the clear on the back, which is pretty bad. I've been told that this can be fixed. I have no idea, but it seems to be limited to the trunk. You can see the plate on it from when I got it, 2020. It's currently 2022. So it's sat a while. It hasn't been used. I haven't registered it for the road, even though I have driven it on the highway a little bit. Give you more of a look at the paint. So I would say problem number 2 with this car is the paint. Oh, you can see right here where I backed my motorcycle license plate into here, and I actually ripped that off. But and then you can see the crack at the bottom. So paint's number 2. And number 3 is the gas gauge that isn't working. It worked when I got it. Why the gas gauge doesn't work now, I don't know. I just filled it up, and with a lot of gas, this thing holds a lot of gas. I just filled it up, and the gas gauge did not work. I don't know why. Oh, 4, you know, there's actually kind of a 4. The AC worked when I got it too. It's not working now. I think if I filled it, it would work again, and it worked, I would say 6 months. While I had it, we turned on the car, and you know, the AC would come on. So it probably just needs to be refilled. I haven't done it, and but I can't promise it will hold if you do it. I'm sure it'll be cold at least. I don't know if it'll be cold for a day or if it'll be cold for a year if you refill it. So those are the things wrong with it that I know of. If you're still with me, this is a fantastic car. It's beautiful. I love these cars. You probably know, if you're looking at it, you probably know a little bit about these cars. This is a 95 called the Facelift model. Has a 6-cylinder, and they're extremely reliable. This car has no check engine lights on, no lights at all. Everything seems to work. Windows work, top works perfectly. It's really a great car. These are the ones everyone wants. We did the brakes. My mechanics did the brakes, did everything. He either rebuilt the calipers. I think 2 of the calipers are rebuilt, and 2 of them are new. I don't remember for sure, but we did cross-drilled discs, and we did brake pads, And we did lines. He did the brake lines. He really went through the brakes and did a fantastic job, and they stop on a dime. The tires are new. I drove this thing up to the tire store, which is one of the few times I've driven it. So it's got nice tires. They've probably been on it for 6 months sitting here. They might have a tiny bit of vibration in it, which I doubt. I don't think they do. But it would be from that. They're new. I got the receipt. You'll get it. This car drives like a Jag down the road. It feels like a Jag. You can see the back. I like these taillights. I think they're very cool. I think the dual exhaust looks very cool. You can see how bad that clear is on the trunk. The car does not overheat here in Las Vegas. I've let it idle while, you know, it's 105. You know, we're working in the garage just to let it idle, let it run a little bit. It does not overheat. It doesn't smoke. It runs beautifully, except for what I said, and we'll go for a ride, the bad gas. And I think that's only temporary. I sure hope so. Just needs to be run out. And you could smell how bad that gas was. It smells a lot better now that I've filled it up, but the gas smelled so bad. That's a walk around. I love this. I think it's called Glacier Ice or Ice Glacier over oatmeal interior. Let me show you the interior. I think it's a great color combination. Here's your door. Seats, driver's seats. Passenger seat. Stereo system works well. I don't know if I said that or not, but it works really good. It's got the bonnet, which they're usually not there. I think that's what it's called. I'm not really sure if it's even called a bonnet. Let me sit in it a minute. You can see the wood dash. You can see it does have some spider cracks in it, I would call it, but I like that. I kind of like, you know, it's real wood, kind of ages like real wood does. The original Jaguar radio, it has a CD changer. See, it says Jaguar on there, works good. You can see even this clock works. Dash isn't cracked. It is discolored here, probably from the sun. These things always break on these cars, I've learned. I bought 2 new ones. But I'm not a great detailer. As far as cleaning this car, it's kind of just the once over. In and out, which I did. I'm not really great on cleaning cars. Here's some other marks on the car that will probably buff out. Yeah, actually almost with my finger they start to buff out, but just want to show you. And there's, you know, the car's kind of consistent with marks like that. The tires are, none of them I don't think are curved, but they do have some, you know, oxidation to them, even though the wheels are new, you know, the tires are new, but the wheels have some oxidation. Maybe you can see the cross-drilled brakes in there. All right, I think we should go for a ride. Okay, let's go for a ride. It's got these original keys, which are really cool. I'll show you a picture of them. It starts right up beautifully every time. Even with that bad gas, it starts beautifully. Oh, we got to turn this down because YouTube will shut us down, but you can hear that the stereo actually works. That's actually one of my wife's CDs in it. Works well. We'll put it in the drive, go for a quick spin. As I mentioned, the gas gauge does not work, and the gas is full. It drives super smooth, just like you think a Jag should drive. It drives super smooth. Sorry the windshield isn't a little cleaner. I did not clean the car and it rained on it. And I'm not a great car detailer to begin with. You can see it's nice and smooth, runs smooth. I hope my microphone is sounding good and not catching a lot of wind. It's my neighbor. You know, this car, I'm a lucky guy who has a lot of very cool cars. And I was shocked when I took this to the gas station. I had two different sets of people that wanted to come up and talk to me about it. I've gotten some thumbs up as I'm driving it. I'm pretty shocked by the amount of attention this thing gets. I think, you know, with it getting older, there's just not many on the road like there used to be. And people just don't see them. But you can see how nice and smooth it goes. And I'm at about 85% throttle, so it's definitely not a race car. But I will nail it so you can see, if anything, you know, what it does, if anything, when I nail it. But it runs good. You can hear the motor, how nice and smooth it is. And I'm hustling pretty good through my neighborhood. I'm going 35, it looks like, actually 40. So I got a couple crazy neighbors. They'll come over and yell at me, but I don't care. All right, I'm going to nail it so you can see what happens. See, it's no hot rod. It's chugging on the gas a little bit. When I nail it, it will chug on the gas a little bit. We just ran over some kind of stick, tree branch. But this car, the motor runs really good. It does not overheat. It doesn't smoke. There's no draws on the battery. You know, I can let it sit for a month and it'll fire right up. I don't know what else to tell you about the car. I think I mentioned the clock works, which I think is cool. But if you have any questions, let me know. Call me. I'll, you know, come test drive it. Whatever you want to do. I'm an easy guy to get along with, easy guy to work with. So just wanted to go to a good home. I always wanted one of these my entire life, and finally got one. But I did get another car for my wife. And with that car needs some love and attention and time, and I'm never going to get to drive in this one. My plan was to take it on a trip to Venice Beach. I love Venice Beach. And I haven't had time to do anything with it. I haven't even registered the car. So I got to not get pulled over too. But here in my neighborhood, I'm not going to get pulled over. I'll leave it run and get out. That's it. She's beautiful. And I better get out of the road before I get ran over. Thank you. Get a hold of me. Here's the engine compartment. It sounds really good. I don't know what it sounds like through the microphone. I know I've videoed what cars sound like through a microphone before, and they sound awful. This sounds pretty good. Hopefully through the microphone it sounds good. You can see the stuff on top of the hood's kind of hammered, but the motor runs excellent. These are big, smooth 6-cylinders. Give you one more, back up, give you one more look. What a gorgeous car, man. And I think you would never lose $1 on this car. I think the values are only going up. These facelift cars with the 6-cylinders are very, very reliable, which is uncommon for a Jag. And if you know Jags, you probably know that. Thank you. Here's your rear bonnet cover. I've never put it on before, but it's in perfect shape. No rips or tears. It's a little dirty. It's been in the trunk. Just needs to be cleaned up. But it looks like it's in perfect shape, and I know these are usually missing with these cars for some reason. I don't know why. But I don't even think the owner used it ever. It looks like it's brand new. Your trunk, and welcome to it. The carpet's in great shape. You can see the covers over the the tire there, and there's the cover over the battery. That's where the battery is. You can see it has the original CD changer. It sits there and works well. Bring some CDs if you fly in from out of town, because that's what you'll be listening to. It's got the original stereo in here. Again, I didn't vacuum it, so it's a little dirty, but it's not stained. Looks good. I don't know what this cover is, but it comes with it. That's a Jaguar cover, I believe. Comes with it. And there's an extra fuel filter. I did change it, but you get an extra one too, along with some other extra parts that I have too. You get them all.